It is a common challenge for products that attempt to meld two classic elements to either falter or achieve only mediocrity. The reason lies in the fact that these classics are highly specific and not easily reconciled. Magicraft ambitiously combines elements from games like Isaac and Noita, yet it falls short of the sum of those two revered titles. However, we must remember that this is only the launch day of its early access, and there is room for optimism that the developers will refine and enhance the game. Upon initial inspection, the visual aesthetics of Magicraft appear uninspired and quite franky. Many characters and enemies in the game evoke through of mobile games advertisements. While this approach can be understandable as a quick method to lay down to the foundation and subsequently focus on mechanics and gameplay, it appears that this is not the case here. Regrettably, it seems we will be subjected to this somewhat juvenile and uninspiring art style throughout the game's lifespan. The sound design doesn't fare much better with sound effects that resemble placeholders or, again, the kind of might encounters in mobile game ads. The music is unremarkable and the use of meme sounds feel uncomfortably cringy and juvenile. Let's delve into the core gameplay, particularly the aspect of wand making. In comparison to Noita, the wand making process in Magicraft is notably simpler. The simplicity might evolve as the game matures and the developers introduce additional spells and wands. The scope of what you can craft, however, doesn't appear as expansive as in Noita. This is partly because the impressive wands in Noita usually come into play after several hours of gameplay, whereas here the linear progression doesn't allow for such complexity. To counterbalance the fewer spells, Magicraft introduces a unique twist. Unlike Noita, where most wands are random, in Magicraft all wands seem to be pre-made. This adds an element of predictability, reducing the dependence of randomness. This approach makes for a somewhat more engaging experience since you are not at the mercy of the RNG gods. Nevertheless, randomness remains an internal part of Magicraft's design, what's often led to the creation of incredible strategies and game-rigging tactics in games like Isaac or Enter the Gungeon was the existence of a map where you could traverse the entire area. Magicraft lacks such a map, and it is more akin to Slay the Spire, with the added drawback that you cannot prevent your path. The results in gameplay that feels less in your control. Every decision feels like a risky gamble without the assurance of recovering from missteps as you might in other roguelikes. This dynamic shifts the experience from a roguelike into something resembling a randomly generated storyline where you can occasionally select your road. Your risks are less predictable and the consequences uncertain. Nevertheless, Magicraft offers a substantial amount of content, potentially keeping you engaged for at least 40 hours. The game is still in active development with room for growth and transformation. At its current stage, it presents a satisfying experience well worth the price. The potential for Magicraft to ascend to the ranks of renowned roguelikes like the Isaac and Noita is evident, and one can only hope that it lives up to these sources of inspiration as it continues to evolve. That's all for today. If you like this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to know about my new videos. See you soon!